the Devi as our true nature. Our true nature is love, kindness, compassion, and that is what we want to inculcate in everybody. We all need to develop this more and more and more. So, this is a good time to worship the mother and pray and ask her for her blessings. We worship her with our body, with what we call kaya. We do karma, we do actions with our body. We worship her with our speech, the vacha. And we also worship her with our mind, manaha. So we use the entire body to worship the mother. So after praying to Ma Durga, who has this fierce, powerful Shakti qualities, and we ask her to ruthlessly destroy our bad qualities, our bad habits, our what we call our low tendencies. We are ready to inculcate good qualities or what we call Lakshmi Sampati. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, Lord Krishna talks about the Asurik Sampati and the Daivik Sampati. The Asurik Sampatis are the bad qualities or the low tendencies in a human being, and the Daivik Sampatis are good qualities, good virtues in our personality. And this is the time we want to develop this love, tolerance, kindness, compassion, goodness, straightforwardness, good ideas, and good ideals in our personality. So, our aim when we do this sankalpa for this puja, we say we want jnana vairagya siddhyartham. So, our aim is to get jnana of ourselves as who we are, what is this world, who is Bhagwan, what is my relationship with Bhagwan. So we want to get this Brahma Gyan or what we call Atma Gyan. That is our goal in knowing this knowledge about ourselves. So Mother Lakshmi is the goddess of good fortune, prosperity, peace, and fulfillment. Not the cash, not the gold coins that you see falling from her hands. That is only for the calendar. The This is just to make it easy for people to understand that she's a goddess of wealth. But there's a lot more to wealth than just the gold coins. So, Mother is the energy, the Prakriti of Lord Vishnu, who is her consort. She is the energy behind the entire universe. Just as consciousness needs the Prakriti to manifest, Lord Vishnu also needs Lakshmi besides him to operate this whole universe, this whole sansar in a regular manner to keep everything on an even keel, kind of. So, when I have developed these good virtues in myself, in my personality, with the blessings of the mother, then I'm ready for Ma Saraswati. And that is where Jatin will talk about the last 3 days about Mother Saraswati. So, who is Mother Lakshmi? Who are we praying for the next 3 days? In the Bhagavad Puran, Ved Vyas mentions about Amrit Manthan, or something called Samudra Manthan. And this is the time of Satyug. The story is of Satyug. The Devas or the Suras are supposed to be the good people, and the Asuras are supposed to be not good people. Both of them were born from the same Brahmaji. One followed a good path, the others did not follow the good path. And so there's constant fight between the Asuras and the Devas. The Deva, the word comes from Div, to shine, Devas. So Devas are the good people. The leader of the Asura at this time was Bali. Bali was the grandson of Prahlad. And I'm sure everybody knows the story of Prahlad. Prahlad was a great bhakta of Lord Vishnu. He was born in the Asura family with Hiranyakashipu, but he followed Lord Vishnu all throughout. And his son was also an Asura, and his grandson Bali was also an Asura. So they followed that tradition of Asuras. And this constant fight between the Devas and the Asuras always went on. The Asuras did a lot of tapas. Although they were fighters, they did a lot of tapas and they got boons from Lord Brahmaji and Lord Shiva. And they were getting stronger and stronger. While the Devas, although being good, they were into bhog, enjoyment. And so over time, the Asuras won a lot of battles over the Devas. And a time came when Bali and the Asuras overtook the Devas. They dethroned uh, they, dethroned the Indra and all the devas, and Indra took all the devas and went to Brahmaji. When they went to Brahmaji, Brahmaji said, "Let us go to Lord Vishnu, and he will guide us." So they went to Lord Vishnu and they prayed and prayed for Lord Vishnu. And finally, Lord Vishnu appeared in front of them. And he said, "I know how you can achieve what you want. But the first thing is that you have to make peace with the Asuras. You have to call a truce in the war. No more fighting with the Asuras. And the best thing would be you should obtain Amrit or nectar, the divine nectar that would give immortality. And once you have that, that will protect you. And how will you do that?" So the Lord said, the best way to do it is to have a Samudra Manthan or churning of the Milky Ocean. And he said, you go to the Asuras, you convince them that to fight this war, and you also convince them that you would share the nectar with the Asuras. So all the Devas were very happy and they agreed to do that. But the Lord said, I'll stop you here and I'll tell you two things. One thing is that when the churning of the ocean occurs, there's going to be a very lethal or deadly poison that comes out of this ocean. So be very careful about them. And also, I will see to it that you, the Devas, get this nectar while the Asuras will not get it. But you convince them to have the churning of the ocean, and I will see what happens next. So Indra, along with all the Devas, went to Bali. And the Asuras, as you can understand, were very surprised to see Bali, was very surprised to see Indra and the Devas walking down in their palace. But they welcomed them and they said, "You're welcome and come." And they were a good host. And this time, Indra and the Devas spoke very softly, very nicely, humbly, and in a very tactful way, they convinced the Asuras that we should do this Samudra Manthan, get the Amrut, and we both of us can share it. Asuras were very ready and willing to do that. And how would they do that? They said they would have the Mandara mountain as the staff in between, and they would use the serpent Vasuki as the rope around it. So both the sides agreed to that, and the Asuras, being mighty armed and strong, they brought the mountain to the ocean, and they brought the Vasuki snake to the ocean. And lo and behold, the Asuras were on the side of the head of the Vasuki, and the Devas were on the tail side of the Vasuki. And Lord Vishnu said, I will be also helping you to do the churning. So they started churning, and soon enough, the weight of the mountain was so much that the mountain started sinking. At this point, Lord Vishnu took the second avatar of Kurma, the tortoise avatar, and he went underneath the Mandara mountain and he supported the mountain. So he was underneath the mountain as well as churning on the side of the Devas. And both the sides started churning the ocean, and they tried very hard and went on for a long, long time. Well, the first thing that came out was this deadly poison, halahal, and the Devas took that poison. They ran to Lord Shiva, and Mahadev, being so kind and compassionate, he agreed to swallow the poison. When he swallowed the poison, Mother Parvati got a little upset about the whole thing. She was scared, and she went and held to his neck, and the poison stayed in his neck, and it stained his neck blue in color. So that is the story. That is the reason why Mahadev has a name of Nilakantha, the blue-necked Lord. So Nilakantha is his name. So that was the first thing that came out of the churning of the ocean. And then after that, a good number of things came out, such as Ucheswara, a white horse, came out, and the Bali took that horse. There was a four-tusked elephant that came out, and Indra took that elephant, Airavata. And then they had a Kastuva gem that came out of the churning, and Lord Vishnu took it. But Lord Vishnu had told the Devas that do not concentrate or covet the things that come out of the churning. The aim should be to get the Amrit. So don't fight with the Asuras for whatever comes up. Then came a wish fulfilling cow called a Kamadhenu. I have one here. This is a Kamadhenu guy, a cow that came out of the ocean. And that cow was taken by the rishis for their sacrifices. Then there were Parijata, a wish fulfilling tree, Kalpatru. A lot of things came, Apsaras came out, Gandharvas came out. So a lot of things came out from the ocean. And but what made the Devas and the Asuras catch their breath in awe and wonder was the emergence of goddess Lakshmi. When she came out, she had a very brilliant splendor, and the splendor filled, the light filled the entire earth. And then she stood there in her shining glory, beautiful, ever pure, smiling, and she had a garland of lotuses with her. She looked for herself a husband. She looked at the Asuras, and she saw that the Asuras did have a lot of tapas in them, but they did not have control over their anger. So she didn't want to go to the Asuras. She looked at the Devas, and said, Devas look good, everything is fine, but they haven't conquered their desires. So she discarded that side also. And then she saw Lord Vishnu, who was complete by himself. And he did not even desire anything, not even Lakshmi. And she saw that he is the perfect match. And she went and put the garland of lotuses around him and stood by his side. Lord Vishnu accepted her, kept her in his heart, and from then onwards, we always have Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana, whatever name you like. So Lakshmi and Narayana are together all the time. And that is where we have the goddess Lakshmi, who is the full, she is the one who is the fountain of fortune for us. She blesses everybody, and whoever she has a benevolent eye on, they develop these good qualities in them, good virtues, and what we call Lakshmi Sampati. So, this is the story of Lakshmi. Now, you would say, what happened to the rest of the Samudra Manthan? Well, there was a young man, his name was Dhanvantri, who is the Ansh of Lord Vishnu, and he brought in a pot of the nectar, and the Asuras grabbed the pot and ran away. At this point, Lord Vishnu took the Mohini avatar of a very attractive young woman and convince them that she is the right person to distribute the amrit or the nectar. And she made them sit in two lines, asuras on one side, devas on the other. And she distributed the amrit beginning from the deva side. And by the time the devas were finished, the amrit was also finished. So the devas got the amrit and the asuras did not get the amrit. And then the fighting still continued between the asuras and the devas. So that is the story of Mother Lakshmi. And today we will be doing her puja. So let's get ready for the puja. We'll follow the same rituals as the previous few days. Okay. We can put our hands together and we meditate on Lord Ganesha to remove all obstacles for us. अथ विघ्नेश्वर ध्यानम् शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. Then you take a spoon of water in the hollow of your hand and you drink it from the side of the wrist, not from the side, not from the sides. From the sides, you only drink when you do Pitru Puja or Shraddha. For us, we drink water only from the hollow of our hand along the wrist. Okay, so let's start. Om Keshavaya Swaha. One more time. Om Narayanaya Swaha. One more time. Om Madhavaya Swaha. Now take one more spoon of water and pour it in the bowl that you have. Om Govindaya Namaha. Atha Pranayama. So we take the last two fingers, the little finger and the ring finger, put on the left side of the nostril, and we take a deep breath and put the thumb on the right side and close it and say Om for 33 times. So let's start. So this pranayama is because the mind center and the breathing center are very close together, and our breath and mind are together. So when we control our mind, when the mind is calm, our breathing is calm. And when we are anxious or upset, our breathing goes faster. So they are almost together. And therefore, we do pranayama to calm our mind, to concentrate our mind, control our mind at this point. So now we will do the puja sankalpa. अथ पूजा sankalpah. So we take akshata and we take a flower in our left hand, place it on the right knee or thigh, and cover it with our right hand. Om Mamo Pata. Om Mamo Pata. Samasta. Samasta. Duritakshaya Dwara. Duritakshaya Dwara. Shri Parameshwari Prityartham. Shri Parameshwari Prityartham. Asmin Shubhadine. अस्मिन् शुभदिने शुभमुहूर्ते शुभमुहूर्ते ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं विद्याविनयप्राप्त्यर्थं विद्याविनयप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीसद्गुरुप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थं च श्रीसद्गुरुप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थं च ध्यान आवाहनादि ध्यान आवाहनादि षोडशोपचारैः षोडशोपचारैः श्री भगवती देवी श्री भगवती देवी पूजं करिष्ये पूजं करिष्ये. And you can put the akshata and the flower in the bowl. Now you take one flower in your hand and we are going to do Guru, Ganesha and Guru Smarana. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurure Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. You can put the flower in the bowl, the feet of the Lord. Now, this is the time where we start our main puja. Today's puja is for Mahalakshmi. So we will be doing Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. So we start with Devi Dhyanam. We contemplate on the mother. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Now we are going to invite the goddess to our home. So take your left hand and touch your chest. And with the right hand, you either touch the idol or the picture of the Devi. It says, Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Devim Avahayami. Now that the Devi has come, we give her a very comfortable seat. So we take some akshata in your hand. Akshata is yellow rice, unbroken yellow rice, and we offer that to the goddess. So take it in your hand, and this is for asanam. We offer her a seat. Atha asanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Asanam samarpayami. Now we are going to wash her feet. So take a spoonful of water in, okay. Atha padyam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Padyam samarpayami. Now you want to offer her water to wash her hands. So have another spoonful of water. Atha argyam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Argyam samarpayami. You again want to have a spoonful of water to offer her to drink. Atha achamanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Achamanam samarpayami. Now you want to offer a snanam. So you take a flower, dip it in water, and sprinkle either on the idol or on the picture. Atha snaniyam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Snaniyam samarpayami. So now you take the idol or the picture that you have and wipe it with a clean cloth. After the bath, you want to offer her vastram, clothes. So you ready with that? Atha vastram. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Vastram samarpayami. After offering her the clothes, now you're going to offer her the kumkum and the chandan. So put a drop of water in the kumkum and the chandan that you have. And with the ring finger, right hand ring finger, dip it in chandan and kumkum and you will apply that. Atha gandha lepanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Divya Gandham Dharayami. You can apply it to your family, whoever is there, as well as to yourself. Both the chandan and the sandalwood. Then the next one is akshata, the yellow rice. Atha akshata. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Akshatan samarpayami. Then you take a flower, or more than one flower if you want. Take the flowers and you are going to put it along the picture or along the idol. Atha pushpam Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Pushpam Samarpayami. Now we are going to do the Archana for the Devi. See, Archana for the Devi is like if you see little children, if they want something from the mother, they say, Mom, please, Mommy, Mama, Mother, Amma. They keep on saying different names until you say yes to them. So this is, we are doing exactly the same thing. We are telling different names of the Devi because we are going to ask her something in our prarthana. So before we do the prarthana, we have to do this different names of the Devi, cajole her, make her happy, and then ask for what we want. So um, let's take flowers, take it to your heart, and every time we do Namaha, please drop them at the feet of the Devi. Om Prakrutye Namaha.
Om Prakrutye Namaha.
Om Vikrutye Namaha.
Om Vikrutye Namaha.
Om Vidyaye Namaha.
Om Vidyaye Namaha.
Om Sarvabhutahitpradaye Namaha.
Om Sarvabhutahitpradaye Namaha.
Om Shraddhaye Namaha.
Om Shraddhaye Namaha.
Om Vibhutyaye Namaha.
Om Vibhutyaye Namaha.
Om Surabhyaye Namaha.
Om Surabhyaye Namaha.
Om Paramatmikaye Namaha.
Om Paramatmikaye Namaha.
Om Vache Namaha.
Om Vache Namaha.
Om Padmalayaye Namaha.
Om Padmalayaye Namaha.
Om Padmaye Namaha.
Om Padmaye Namaha.
Om Suchaye Namaha.
Om Suchaye Namaha.
Om Sohaye Namaha.
Om Sohaye Namaha.
Om Swadhyaye Namaha.
Om Swadhyaye Namaha.
Om Sudhaye Namaha.
Om Sudaye Namaha.
Om Dhanyaye Namaha.
Om Dhanyaye Namaha.
Om Hiranmayaye Namaha.
Om Hiranmayaye Namaha.
Om Lakshmiye Namaha.
Om Lakshmiye Namaha.
Om Nishtapushtaye Namaha.
Om Nishtapushtaye Namaha.
Om Vibhare Namaha.
Om Vivaye Namaha.
Om Adityaye Namaha.
Om Adityaye Namaha.
Om Dityaye Namaha.
Om Dityaye Namaha.
Om Diptaye Namaha.
Om Diptaye Namaha.
Om Vasudhayaye Namaha.
Om Vasudhayaye Namaha.
Om Vasudharinye Namaha.
Om Vasudharinye Namaha.
Om Kamalaye Namaha.
Om Kamalaye Namaha.
Om Kantaye Namaha.
Om Kantaye Namaha.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha.
Very good. So now, please light up your agarbatti or the incense, and we are going to offer dhupa to the Devi. Very good. Atha dhupam Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Dhupam agrapyayami. The next one is the diya. If you will light up the diya. And you show her the diya. Don't go round and round, just show it to her. So, atha deepaha Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Deepam Sandarshayami. And now we offer her Naivedyam. So when we offer Naivedyam, this is the fruits or whatever you have done, brought to for the Devi. You offer it to the Devi. The same Naivedyam, after we offer it to the Devi, becomes prasad for us. So we start with the little finger and go around, and the last two times we use all our 5 fingers. Okay, so let's start with the little finger, and we give it with our fingers down, not with our fingers, not our palm up. It's always down. Okay, so this is how we give it. So we start with the little finger. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Om Naivedya Nivedayami. Now we will do the arati. You have your diya ready. Ready? Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhati kutoya agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasha sarvamidam vibhati. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Mangal Nirajanam Samarpayami. Now take some flowers. Take some flowers. And we offer these flowers. Atha Pushpanjalim Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Pushpam Samarpayami. Now we are going to do Pradakshina. If you are standing, you can go 3 times in a clockwise fashion. If you're sitting, you can raise it above your head, the folded hands, and go in a clockwise manner for 3 times. Okay. Yani kani cha papani janmantarakritani cha tani tani vinashyanti pradakshina pade pade. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Pradakshina Namaskaran Samarpayami. Now we will start with Raja Upachara. Shubhani ji, Murli ji will sing now.
अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् वाणी लक्ष्मी गौरी दुर्गे अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनम् वाक्स्वरूपिणी वाणी वन्दनम् वाक्स्वरूपिणी वाणी वन्दनम् सम्पतीश्वरी लक्ष्मी वन्दनम् सम्पतीश्वरी लक्ष्मी वन्दनम् शक्तिपालिनी गौरी वन्दनम् शक्तिपालिनी गौरी वन्दनम् सर्वकारिणी दुर्गे वन्दनम् सर्वकारिणी दुर्गे वन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् वाणी लक्ष्मी गौरी दुर्गे अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं सकललोकसृष्टिकर्त्री वाणी वन्दनम् सकललोकसृष्टिकर्त्री वाणी वन्दनम् सर्वजीवपालयत्री लक्ष्मी वन्दनम् सर्वजीवपालयत्री लक्ष्मी वन्दनम् प्रलयनाट्यरुचिरकेलि गौरी वन्दनम् प्रलयनाट्यरुचिरकेलि गौरी वन्दनम् बन्धमोक्षसंविदाति दुर्गे वन्दनम् बन्धमोक्षसंविदात्रि दुर्गे वन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् वाणी लक्ष्मी गौरी दुर्गे अम्बवन्दनं जगदम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनम् अम्बवन्दनम्.
Thank you.
Hari Om. हे अनदन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे कर कर पूजे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी. हे अनदन की महारानी ओ ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मंदिर तिहारा चम चम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जरे। मंदिर तिहारा चम चम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जरे। भक्तों का माँ भंडार भरे, हाथों से धन की बरका करे। तेरे हम पे भी हो मेहरबानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अनदन की महारानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हम मांगते ना सोना कहा, हम मांगते ना चांदी कहा। हम मांगते माँ सोना कहा, हम मांगते माँ चांदी कहा। हम तो फकत इतना मांगते, भूखा न कोई सोई यहाँ। सबकी रचना निज रानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अनदन की महारानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसके सारे डुकरे हरे। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसके सारे डुकरे हरे। गिरती हो माँ की किस्मत तू माँ, चलती परे और बरसी करे। कोई दे बिना तुझसे दानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अनदन की महारानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी।
Thank you very much, Murli ji and Gayatri ji, and then Diana, Hari Ram, Bhaskar, and Sandeep. Thank you very much for the bhajans. So now is the time to ask for prarthana. And if you heard in the previous song, it says, "Hum mangte na sona yahan, hum mangte na chandi yahan. हम तो मगर इतना मांगते, भूखा न कोई सोए यहाँ." It means, Mom, I am not asking for gold, nor am I asking for silver. All I am asking is nobody should go hungry from your door, and that is our prayer. So let us put our hands together and do our prarthana. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावा करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. Now you can take a little water in your hand and drop it in the bowl. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam Astu. I missed it. Um, I didn't stop for the meditation part of it, but that's okay. Um, we can do it now. I just it's 2 minutes meditation only. You have the picture of Lakshmi right in front of you. Look at it for 10 seconds. Stare at the picture for 10 seconds. Start from the crown, the two elephants on the side. The mother has two lotuses in her hand, and she's bedecked with a lot of jewelry, a red sari, and she's sitting on a pink or red lotus. And now you close your eyes, and I'm going to say Om Mahalakshmi Namaha, and you visualize that picture in your heart. And finally, at the end of a minute or 2 minutes, bow down to the mother and take her blessings. So let's start. Look at the picture, close the eyes, and visualize the mother in your heart from the top to the bottom as such. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. 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 Gently look down and open your eyes and keep that picture of the goddess in your heart. Now we will ask the goddess to come back and reside in our heart. So we have to Udvasanam. You can touch the photo or the idol. Om Tishta Tishta Parasthane Swasthane Shri Parameshwari Yatra Brahma Devo Devaha Sarvatishtanti Meridi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Now we will do the Shanti mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.